crown master of the mix. Y'all give it up for DJ Grandmaster Scratch.
Is that 3,000?
I was at 1, 2.
Oh, it's about to be other.
Yeah, MPC 3000. This is still my weapon of choice.
So that's the finish.
Everybody doing digital and all that. Digital is hot too.
Oh yeah, and what?
I made all of my hit records on this shit right here.
Yes.
All my hit records. I just want to break down. I do this show on Scratch Vision called The Breakdown.
Yes.
And me, myself, a lot of my producers, I want to have my hero, Molly Mall, on there one day to do a breakdown.
Yes, sir.
But it's a show where we take, let's say DJ Premier, one of his classic records. He brings the disc that he made the beat on and break down how he made that classic hit. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we'll do one of my classic hip hop records and show you how I made it. But I'm gonna play the sounds first to see if y'all recognize what this record is. Because I'm gonna show you how I flip this beat. Alright. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we do. We tell the story. So any producers that are doing, put your hands up.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own way, their own method of madness to make a beat. You know what I mean? Like some of my hit records, some of my classics came from me just being in the shower and fucking idea comes to you. This particular record right here. You know, I'm real finicky when I make a beat. It's like, if my studio's dirty, I can't make a fucking beat. You know what I'm saying? So one day, my studio was so fucking dirty that if I would have spent time to make up, to clean up, my vibe to make a beat would have been killed. So I took my extra MPC and brought it in the living room on my computer desk, moved my computer over, and set the shit up, so I'm vacuuming. So I started with some drums. So I had the drums, so I'm vacuuming this shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when you create. Like, everybody has a weird fucking way of creating music. So I'm vacuuming, so I'm like... I'm like, okay, that shit is regular shit. I want to make a different fucking drum pattern, so I was like, that shit is alright. Y'all know what that is. So I'm like, so vacuuming, so I finished vacuuming, so now I'm dusting this shit. I like to have my crib clean and shit, so now the Windex and shit, coffee table. So I go back to the shit, I'm like, okay. I'm like, that shit is cool, so I let that run. So Windex, wipe this shit down. So then I pulled out a record. I put a record on. Can't tell you what the record is, but I put a record on, so I let the record play now. So the record is playing, and the drum pattern is playing. So while I'm cleaning, just at one particular moment, the shit came together. The drum pattern, and then this one part, I'm like, hold the fuck up. So I wind the shit back. I'm like, okay. That's hot. Okay, so I sampled that shit real quick. So I had the turntable on the desk too. So I was like, okay. So I had the drum pattern. So this is the drum pattern I came up with. That was the drum pattern. I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, that's hot. So I stopped and I sampled 4 different parts of the strings. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now I got it. Turn the shit back on. Hold on. Shit went to nigga mode. Okay. So I sampled 4 string melodies. So I played it in the drum machine. That's how it was on the record. So I was like, okay. Okay. That's cool. It's too loud, so hold on. This is the weird shit that we go through when we make a beat. As you notice, any beat makers in here, it's not the same hi-hat. It's not going. Because me, I like to do shit different from everybody else. So that shit is like real repetitive, the tap, typical beat maker, you know what I mean? And so I was like, I just want to just make it like swing like. Just one little. And that's just weird thinking. That's how producers are. We think it's real fucking weird. So I was like, okay, that's the sound. But beat making rules, that shit doesn't apply. You know what I mean? Like, that's against the law. Like, it's not supposed to happen. Yo, it's important. I need more hi-hat than beat. Like, shut the fuck up and just take the beat. You know what I mean? So I had the string. So I was like, okay. That shit sounds cool. Like, okay. The drums is hot, but the strings, the flow of the strings is not matching how hot the drum pattern is. So me, on my weird thinking to the left, I was like, I was like, ooh, that shit sounds we mixing all that shit down now, so now I'm gonna test now. So I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, that shit sounds crazy. I'm like, okay. So I looped that. I recorded that in there. It was like, need something else. You can't just rhyme over the strings. It's too repetitive. You know what I mean? I need to break it up, put something else in there. So I put the record back on, let it play. While that shit was still playing. Then I heard a couple more sounds. So like, me, I like to, instead of just looping, I like to just take one sound and just flip the whole sound, you know what I mean? So I sample, it's called chopping, exactly, it's called chopping. So, I picked like 4 sounds. Actually, I sampled about 8 sounds and then just fucked with them until it felt good to me, you know what I mean? So then I sampled this noise, then I sampled this noise, then I sample this noise, then I sample this noise. So, and notice it's the same note, but it has a different tone to it.
Yes.
Okay, so listen. So I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm going to fuck with it again. So then I was like, that's cool. That's cool. But it's not, it ain't, you gotta swing like the drums are swing. You know what I mean? So then I was like, that's it's not it. That's not it. Now you gave it a beat and you get stuck, you're like, damn, I just need to think of one more thing to make this shit complete. So I'm like, okay. I let the shit run, made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the shit still running, I'm thinking, the same note. So I'm putting the fucking jelly on, I was like, I got it! I was like, that's it.
That's it.
That's crazy. I was like, okay.